Welcome to another episode of Windsor City FC, football soccer breaking news, here at NoxtromTV. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of NoxtromTV Football Soccer Time. And today we continue with analysis and commentaries on League1 Ontario Championship. And after the 12th round on the schedule, we have 4 teams right now on the fight for the first place on the league. We have the FC Academy, FC London, Unionville Milliken, and believe it or not, St. Catherine's Roma is now on the race for the top. On the other hand, we have 5 teams still, on the fight for survival. 5 teams trying to avoid basement hell, and it's going to be a really interesting fight to avoid the basement, to avoid being the lowest level on the table, and that's going to be really interesting. Let me show the table how we are doing. Okay, let's first talk about the teams at the top. We have TFC Academy, FC London, Unionville Milliken, and St. Catherine's Roma. Those are the teams that actually have more chances to succeed, to get the champion, to be the champions of this league, the Championship League. On the other hand, we have several teams at the bottom of the table. We have BBIA Waterloo, Windsor City, Pickering FC, Normis FC, and Masters FA. So it's a really hard position for these teams be at that level, and I see one of the teams is DARBY FC. DARBY FC actually, well, I can see that DARBY FC is I don't know why. They've been now, on the brink of collapse because they come in crashing really bad. Because DARBY FC around 8 on the schedule, they were in 3rd place. They were in 3rd place along Unionville Milliken FC. They were in 3rd place, and something happened to this team. Somehow, I don't know if they lost motivation. They maybe they have some I don't know exactly, some injury or they just lost confidence on themselves because they were doing really good, and now in the past games they have been able to win only one game. Only one game they've been able to win since round 8 on the schedule. Only one win. And the other games, they haven't been able to, not even to tie. The other games they have lost, and that's really concerning because this team was in 3rd place with Unionville Milliken, and Unionville Milliken is now still is on the fight. Still, I think it's still on. They're still in 3rd place, and somehow DARBY FC has collapsed. And they are the brink on going to the fight for survival on the basement hell. On the other hand, the same 8 round on the schedule. Guess what team was at the very, very, very bottom of the table? Which team was on the basement hell? St. Catherine's Roma. So that's the team that was on the basement. Just we're now we just completed round 12, and in round 8, St. Catherine's Roma was on the basement, was completely in the bottom, totally crashed, totally collapsed, demoralized, and somehow now they're now on the fight for going to the first place. So it's really interesting. One team comes from 3rd place, to be on the brink of going to the basement. Meanwhile, the team that was at the bottom of the basement now is in a reachable distance of getting a championship. So that's really interesting. So that means that there is no team that actually there are still 6 more games to play on the league. So there's still chance. There are 18 points for contest. So the question is, CATHERINES Roma will be able to conquer the glory, or the glory is going to be disputed between 2 teams. Actually, 2 teams are right now leading the league, the championship league, are TFC Academy and FC London. TFC Academy comes with a really, really good motivation structure. They have really good coaching. They have really, really good philosophy. Meanwhile, FC London, they have something that some of the teams don't have, and that is the pressure from the Forest City. As we talked before, they have the pressure that the Forest City, London, Ontario, right now are the champions of the BSL Basketball League, the London Lightning, I think it is. And then they have the OHL champions, the Ontario Hockey League. And now FC London can bring yet another championship to the city, and that's a big pressure for them. And after the loss they have against no more, no less than CATHERINES Roma itself, after that loss, they lost a little bit of momentum. And of course, TFC Academy took advantage of that, and they are 1 point over FC London. So now TFC Academy is on the top of the table. FC London is just behind, for a hair of a frog. It's just behind, like very, very close, only 1 point, so anything can happen. And Unionville Milliken is still in 3rd place, and it's going to be really interesting what's going to happen. Now the battle is between Unionville Milliken and CATHERINES Roma. These teams, Unionville Milliken and CATHERINES Roma, the difference is only 5 points, which means CATHERINES Roma can reach very easy even FC London. Yes, CATHERINES Roma won against FC London in that game where CATHERINES Roma was at home. And it's going to be interesting. For the games of Saturday, okay, the games on Friday that are going to happen this Friday is going to be CATHERINES Roma hosting BBVA Waterloo. And that's the thing, BBVA Waterloo, they were playing really good, and now they are like, I don't know, I think they got cocky. BBVA Waterloo, they got cocky because they are really good players. They have very good level, but somehow they have lost a couple of games. They have lost a little bit of momentum, and I think this has been ups and downs for BBVA Waterloo, because at home they played really good. But the thing is that if they allow a goal in the first half at home, most likely they're going to suffer. They're going to have a lot of struggles trying to get back on the game. I think they have to be really, really focusing on defending the first goal against them. It doesn't matter if they score the goal. The thing, if they receive a goal, they get into a really ugly pressure. And even the defensive lines on Waterloo are really good. Sooner or later, they are overrun. They depend a lot on midfield, and sometimes midfield is focused on attacking, and defensive, can't hold for long. So that's the thing for BBVA Waterloo. The other game, really interesting, is going to be Friday. North Mississauga FC is hosting DARBY FC, and this game is going to be a really good game. Mississauga needs to win. They need to win to be able to move up from the bottom of the table. Meanwhile, DARBY FC, they need to come back. DARBY FC needs to come back. They are a really good team. They are really good. They have really good players, and I don't know if they lost one more game. If they lose one more game, it's going to be a complete collapse. They're going to crash down. Morale is going to be down. They cannot afford to have another loss. They have really good players. And Mississauga FC, on the other hand, they played really good at home. They won against Windsor FC when Windsor FC went to visit them. They play comfortable at home, but they don't have to get overconfident. But that's what killed Mississauga FC is they get cocky, they get overconfident on the field. They allow too many opens, especially in midfield. Now the battle for survival is between Windsor City. I'm going to show the right now where we are. Friday, CATHERINES FC that finally they found themselves with the previous win is going to have an incredible match against Windsor City FC. Both teams with 11 points, both teams with the same number of wins, same number of ties, same number of losses. Is going to be a really interesting game because both teams, CATHERINES FC and Windsor City FC, both teams needs to win. They need to win to be able to go up the table. They cannot afford to tie this game. And one of the things, Windsor City FC is coming from a series of losses, and they need to come back. Meanwhile, CATHERINES FC is coming back from finding themselves, and they're going to play at home. So CATHERINES FC is going to have the home advantage. Windsor City is going to have the travel, and then playing as visitors. It's going to be really hard for Windsor City FC. I think Windsor City has to focus on one thing: defend the first half. They need to avoid getting the goal the first half. That's it. They don't need to score the first half. The only thing they need to do is not to receive a goal in the first half, and then the second half they can work on scoring the first goal. But yes, because CATHERINES FC is coming out. CATHERINES FC knows if they score the first goal as visitors, it's over for Windsor City. The first goal as visitors in the first 20 minutes, Windsor City is going to be, I don't want to say it's going to be done, but it's going to be really hard to overcome, being under and the first 20 minutes as visitors against a team that is really strong, that shows they can play, that they are finding themselves together. So it's going to be a really interesting set of games on Friday. So let's continue tomorrow with more analysis. We have to take a look what games are coming for Saturday, which is going to be really interesting. I'm just going to show a little bit of the schedules. So the games are going to schedule for Friday are this: CATHERINES ROMA, DARBY Waterloo, CATHERINES FC, Windsor City, Mississauga FC, DARBY FC. So those games are going to be on Friday, and Saturday. This is going to define who is going to go to the top, because Masters FA is going to receive FC London. We don't want to forget the last time FC London went as visitor, they got cocky and they lost against CATHERINES Roma. now they're going to visit Masters FA, and even Masters FA, you may think, oh, this is all the teams are good level. They are really good level, and Masters FA could have a surprise for FC London, and FC London may find it really hard to win as visitors, but they are FC London. They are good, and the other one is going to the TFC Academy, Bill Milliken. So these teams are really at the same level. Let's talk about these games tomorrow episode. With that, I think for this episode we're going to just close it up. I want to thank you for your support. Thanks to our sponsors. Visit our website noxtrom.com. Visit our Facebook page, Noxtrom Digital Media. And if you have any inquiries about our services, live streams, videography, films, etc., contact us through our website, noxtrom.com. And with that, thank you so much, and see you on the next episode.